Yeah, we got this day that we can be together. Yeah, first of all, Elia greets beloved YAHVAH personally in our meeting, and I greet YAHOSHUAH personally also. So glory be to both of them, and also great kiss for both of them. Yeah, we meet today. You are the representative of all the people in the Holy Kingdom, and it's you who came today, uh, who attends this declaration of Elia. So, what is the meaning of declaration? We're gonna say it after, but now let's listen to whatever uh, will be said here. Yesterday, we have heard and we have known that Yahushua is coming. Yeah, people may say, isn't that already known in the Holy Scripture? You you know it, but you don't know how it works, how it will happen. You humans don't know that. If you knew it, you didn't do anything bad. If you knew it, you have been get away from all the sins. But because you didn't get away from the sins, that means you don't know it. And that is what will be said. It is a continuation of what has been said, what was said yesterday. So I'm telling you, what is the reason of that Yahushua is coming and what happens? So this is the question. He is coming. So what is the reason of his coming? And what is the result or the outcome of his coming? But what happens around there? Yeah, the coming of Yahushua has lots of reason, lots of meaning. And maybe people say that you, in Yahushua, you were full. That is the thing that you say, and who are going to be amazed with that? Yes, exactly. It's the fact that you were not surprised that we tell you, and I hope that you will never be amazed. And when the day comes for all everyone will be surprised, and you will be the only one who will not be surprised, and even you will be encouraged. Don't be surprised. Wise people see the danger and uh, they take shelter, but fool keep going on and they are in trouble. Yeah, we're gonna talk about um, that Yahushua is coming. People say that you were telling nonsense thing. Remember that the thing written in your book is God chose the fool in this world to humiliate the wise, and the wisdom of wise is just foolishness in front of God. So your wisdom doesn't count. And what you say, like you were the wise, no. The thing is, it's the fool that God loves. Because when you tell the fool, they become wise, but wise, they are stubborn. So let's see what is the meaning of Yahushua is coming. Why is he coming? The reason is the day of punishment has come, the day of revenge. So that is what I'm telling you. It's a time of punishment, and as it is a day of revenge, so the punishment occurs. And I'm gonna talk about those who will punish you. I am the chief of those who will punish you, you humans on the earth. Whether you like it or not, you're gonna say what happened next. We will meet again. We will meet again one day, whether you like it or not, especially when your life ends and it's this person that you're gonna see. And you may say, you were on earth, you will see me. I have told you straightforwardly. It's the chief of the judges who you were saying, yeah, I am still smiling. Yeah, you can not smile, but yeah, as you were arrogant, We are showing arrogance also. And you cannot say, don't repay evil with evil. No, because you have done bad things towards our God. So, yeah, I'm not talking to you who are here, but people who are outside. Okay, so you deserve something like that because you have done something bad towards our God. Okay, the time of the revenge has arrived. I'm gonna prove you. So, who are going to punish, and what will happen in this punishment day? So, I'm going to give you lots of words. So, fill up um, your your copybook because I'm going to give you more and many words. Isaiah chapter 10. Yeah, we are reading. We are reading, and at the same time, you are being with me. You who are following from home, because time has come to fulfill these words, according to what Yahushua said. That is to fulfill all what is said on the day of the punishment. So time, it's the day of punishment now. So which verse was it? Isaiah chapter 10, verse 3. And what will you do in the day of punishment and in the destruction which is coming from the heaven? To whom will you go for help, and what will become of your wealth? So now the words is, there is the day of judgment. And where will you flee? And where will you put up your wealth? You who are rich, I am asking you, where will you, whom will you give it? So that's why I say to the small lambs, you have to know what you should do because the end has come. Okay, let's see another word. You have to take the words. Yeah, we're gonna see the next time. We're gonna see on Isaiah chapter 29, verse 6. We're gonna read it. Isaiah 29, verse 6. Isaiah 29, verse 6. YAHVAH of armies will come in with thunder and earth shaking and great noise, with rushing wind and storm and the flame of burning fire. So that is happening. That is the day of judgment. So these are gonna happen. So for those are the things which will happen. Thunder, earthquakes, great noise, with rushing wind and storm and flame of burning fire. So when this punishment occurs, if in case you humans don't know it, these are the things which will happen. So the punishment comes from YAHVAH. And don't be surprised when the punishment occurs that these things will happen, especially when Father YAHVAH appears. When those from heaven appears, automatically there is thunder. So you may ask, will you see that? We're gonna see. These are just revelation, declaration of Elia, and I am emphasizing the words of my dad YAHVAH and YAHOSHUAH who sent me. He was like, repeat the words and make the declaration, and Elia is doing that. The punishment is from Father YAHVAH, and it will be with thunder and earthquake. We know that there are lots of earthquakes and all volcanoes which explode. We have seen in Italy during the moment people are visiting it, and the volcano bursts suddenly. And now we are given signals, don't come close to these things anymore. You have to flee, you humans. We are telling that to you. Time is not for your fireworks, and it's not for party, but it's your earth which has fireworks. Great noise with rushing winds and storms. When you have, when you already saw winds and storms everywhere. You already saw winds and storms which hit China everywhere. There are lots of places where these happened with flame of burning fire. Yeah, you haven't seen yet, so you're gonna see it. But I have told you that the fire, burning fire, will consume you, and it will be lightning which will chase you everywhere. So that's why Elia make declaration for the fulfillment of the word, because the day of punishment has come. And Father YAHVAH doesn't do anything unless he says his thou to his prophet servant. So even the words of a prophet human like you, was his word has been fulfilled. So how much is it for the one from the heaven of heavens, and who made people to become someone who never sin anymore, but you didn't listen? That is just a word to tell to you. But remember, there is nothing which works in vain here. But okay, let's carry on. Isaiah 35, Isaiah 34, 35, sorry, verse 4 and till which verse? It was a little bit long. Yeah, verse 4 to 10. Say to those with fearful hearts, be strong, do not fear. So this is for the people who are with fearful hearts. Be strong, do not fear. Your God will come. He will come with vengeance, with divine retribution. He will come to save you. So it is emphasized here, the day of punishment has come. Then he will come to save you. Then will the eyes of the blind be opened, and the ears of the deaf unstopped. Okay, we're gonna stop there. But what I mean to you is the punishment from God exists, and He's going to punish. So we're gonna stop there, and now we're gonna carry on another words in Isaiah. I'm going to give you all the words so that you don't think that this is only a word which has passed by, but it is well established. Isaiah 47 verse 3. Your nakedness will be exposed, and your shame uncovered. I will take vengeance, I will spare no one. So Father YAHVAH has declared, He is going to punish, I'm going to punish, as he said, and there is no pity. So there is not like, please forgive. There is no spare. So this is going to end your human story, and this is a vengeance which there is no pity, and all those who will punish are commanded not to have pity. So we're going to see who's going to fulfill these words, who's going to be the executor. We're going to see, but let's see it. Which passage are going to read now? So Isaiah 59 verse 17 to 18 or 19. Isaiah 59 verse 18 . Okay, Isaiah 57 verse 17. Oh, it was a mistake. It should be 59, but I looked up on the 57. Okay, Isaiah 59. It is 59, okay? 59 verse 17 and 18. He put on righteousness as his breastplate, and the helmet of salvation on his head. He put on the garments of vengeance. This is the garments of vengeance. Yes, the day of the punishment has come. and wrapped himself in zeal as in cloak. So he is jealous and will punish. The salvation is on his head, and the righteous clothes is on his as his breastplate, and he has held the truth. And on his clothes, it's a clothes of punishment, and the outer clothes is his jealousy according to what they have done, so will he repay. So this punishment is according to what you, each of you humans, has done. So that's why I am teaching you what will you be punished for. You will be punished with what you, each of you, have has done. So for the small lambs of Yahushua, you have to make amends. And you who are listening to me, you have to know what you should do, as long as you still have time to come back to the one who truly created you. And wrath to his enemies, and retribution to his rivals. He will repay the island their dues. Yeah, the place where I am is an island, so get ready, Madagascar Island, because the words has come out from you, and these words will be fulfilled here. Apart from, besides those who are out there. And rivals, who are the rivals? It's you who don't come. I am telling you, I am getting you ready. Get ready. And you may say, we are not afraid. We're gonna see. If you can stop the war in Ukraine, between Ukraine and Russia, you are powerful. If you can stop the war of Russia and European, you are powerful. But it's me, Eliyahu said, it must go till the end. But try to do it. Line up all the president and stop it, then you will be powerful with that. But let me tell you the answer. It may leads to your death. We have arrived, not to joke. We must fulfill the words of our dad, and it is a punishment for those for his rivals. His rivals are those who go against him and those who don't come to him. You have been told, come to him and get baptized. Yahushua is his name and his father is YAHVAH. But you didn't listen, but you worshipped fake God. So it's normal that the destruction will take place. So that is it. That is the declaration. It's a declaration for the destruction of humans. So we have told you, so you cannot blame anyone anymore. Okay. Isaiah 66, verse 15 and 16. So these words are given in purpose so that you human cannot escape. So this will happen to you, so receive the consequences. Isaiah 66, verse 15 to 16. See, YAHVAH is coming with fire, and his chariot are like whirlwind, and he will bring down his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. So when Father YAHVAH is punishing, it's with fire, and that is YAH, Elia. It's not that YAHVAH who's going to come down here. No. What he will come down here for? The earth is his footstool. So how can he enter in his footstool? How can that be possible? That is not for him. Verse 16. For with fire and with his word, YAHVAH will execute judgment on all people, and many will be those slain by YAHVAH. So that is how, beloved, that YAHVAH destroy when this day of punishment occurs. So fires goes. Let's see another word. Jeremiah 46. Jeremiah chapter 46, verse 6 to 10. The swift cannot flee, nor the strong escape. In the north by the river Euphrates, they stumble and fall. These are just examples how that YAHVAH punish. Who is this that rises like the Nile, like rivers of surging waters? Egypt rises like the Nile, like rivers of surging waters. She says, I will rise and cover the earth. I will destroy cities and their people. Come up, you horses, and rage, you chariots, and let the mighty men come forth, the Ethiopians and the Libyans that handle the shield, and the Lydians that handle and bend the bow. But that day belonged to YAHVAH, the Lord Almighty, a day of vengeance, for vengeance on his enemies. The sword will devour till it is satisfied, till it has quenched its thirst with blood. For YAHVAH, the Lord Almighty, will offer sacrifice in the land of the north by the river Euphrates. Euphrates is in Turkish, in Turkey, and which goes throughout Arab's word, and it goes to the sea. Where is that place? I think it's near Iran, a little bit down there, Iraq. So I think it's near Kuwait. Okay. So it is said in these words that even the north will be affected. So how that happened? So there will be a slaughtering. So African, because Ethiopian and Libyan, so that means African are included. All of north countries are included. So we see Turkey, Georgia, Ukraine, Russia is the far north when we are talking about Israel as reference. So the north is Russia, as Israel is the center. So obviously these words affects everyone. So even Egyptians is mentioned here. So we know that Egyptians is the first enemies of that YAHVAH when he faced against Moses. So here again, this always affect Egypt. So Egypt is always included. The one who fought against Father YAHVAH, the first, the one who showed off his power to Father YAHVAH. So obviously the way of Eliah must be there, and even it will end up the way of YAHVAH, because the fight of Father YAHVAH begins there with Baals. So they're boasting being the most powerful with magic and something. We're gonna see how powerful you were. All of these things are according to Luke 21:22. It's the fulfillment of the words. Luke 21:22. Yeah, if there is a problem, you have to make me aware, because I don't hear anything. Okay, Luke 21:22. Luke 21:22. So you have to always signal me. Luke 21:22. For this is the time of punishment in fulfillment of all that has been written. So there is a punishment, and all of these things which are written that you have heard will be fulfilled. They will all be fulfilled. And this is a time of punishment in fulfillment of all that has been written. So the prophet has written it and have declared it. So the last prophet emphasizes it. The last messenger, who is not from you but from the heaven of heavens, that you hate, mention it, but we must tell what about us. We are not liars like you, but we are telling the truth for you. So we are telling the truth about us, and we cannot lie about that, because that is not good for us. If we are telling something beyond that, it will spoil our holiness. So we cannot say something which doesn't exist in us, but we must say what is in us. Whether you believe, that's good. If you don't believe, we just tell you, and you are not forced to believe. Okay, So what will be said, what will be emphasized for this punishment? Ezekiel chapter 30. Ezekiel chapter 30. Which verse was it? Verse 3 to 5. From the verse 1 to 5. Verse 1 to 5. The word of YAHVAH came to me, Son of man, prophesy and say, this is what the sovereign YAHVAH says. Wail and say, alas, for the day. So this day is a sorrow day, for the day is near. For the day is near. The day of YAHVAH is near. A day of clouds, a time of doom for the Gentiles. You think that it's the Israelites, it's the Israeli who will be punished, but it is for the Gentiles. Eliah has gone to the Gentiles, and I am still carrying on my work going to the Gentiles. But for Malagasy, it ends. Eliah doesn't work here anymore when the baptism in 2026 is over. So that is the last one. It's been 40 years that I have worked in you, but you didn't care. We don't care also. So now we don't care one another. We're gonna see what's next. That's it. A sword will come against Egypt, and anguish will come upon Ethiopia. Ah, Egypt, we have just seen the story. Ethiopia, he's so famous being with Russia. If we read Ezekiel chapter 38, so Russia is with Africa, which is represented by Libya and Ethiopia, and including Iranian. So he was called Purse at the time. So time has come. You have to get ready. Yeah, the punishment of Russia, you already know, but we're going to get back into that next time. So next time, I'm going to talk about the last war on your earth. This is your war, and you must face it. A sword will come against Egypt, and anguish will come upon Ethiopia when the slain fall in Egypt. Her wealth will be carried away, and her foundation turned down. Ethiopia and Libya, Lydia and all Arabia, Cub and the people of the covenant land will fall by the sword along the Egypt. So covenant with what? Covenant with devils. Yeah, you were made to agree with devils with your cussing and the adultery that you have done. Isn't that mean that you have been made a covenant? You have made covenants with devils. So you are people with the covenants with the evil things. So you will all fall by the sword along that. The day of punishment has come. We are gonna go to fulfill that. I am the only one that you can see with the eyes, but besides me, you cannot see them. I am the only one who is made to for you to be seen. Joel, okay, take these words down because you need this when you cannot see me anymore. Okay, Joel, what did I say? Okay, Joel chapter 1 verse 12 to 15. Yeah, I am just reading what I see with my eyes. Verse 12 to 15. Joel 1. The wine is dried up, and the fig tree is feeble. The pomegranate and the palm trees and the apple tree, even all the trees of all the field are dry, because joy has come from the sons of men. Now it is all dried up. So it is suffering for all humans. Yeah, the joy has gone. The joy of humans has gone. Put haircloth around you and give yourselves to sorrow. You priests, give cries of grief. You servant of the altar. So you who call yourself as church leaders, it doesn't only affect Israel, but you followers of Jesus and so on, followers of Allah, you have to get ready. Followers of Buddha, Ganesh and Brahma, get ready. Come in and cloth in haircloth. Let the night go past, you servants of my God. For the meal offering and the drink offering have been kept back from the house of your God. Let a time be fixed for going without food. Have a holy meeting. Let the old men, even all the people of the land, come together to the house of YAHVAH your God, crying out to the Lord. Sorrow for the day of YAHVAH is near, and as destruction from the ruler of all it will come. Yeah, so the people were sensitized, like, okay, so go, so in case. But however, no one of you didn't come to YAHVAH. You came to Allah and Jehovah. Come to the true God, the true Savior, but you didn't listen, except the small lambs of YAHOSHUAH. Blessing be upon you. Okay, let's carry on. Yeah, didn't listen, because if they listen, they have come already. Even you have this expression, if a rooster didn't roast, so it has been eaten by a wild cat. So yeah, anyway, effort is still made, because there's a few days, like there is still 270-ish days. So yeah, there is still hope. Joel chapter 2 verse 1 to 11. Joel chapter 2 verse 1 to 11. Let the horn be sounded in Zion, and a war cry in my holy mountain. Let all the people of the land be troubled. So it's not only in Zion, but all the land. For the day of YAHVAH is coming. That day has come. That is the reason we are declaring it like this. So like Jeremiah the prophet, when Nebuchadnezzar is going to destroy, so Jeremiah has said, hey, I am telling you, it's been 23 years that I have told you, but you didn't listen. And after that word, Nebuchadnezzar came to destroy Israel. So Elia is telling you, Ziadia Elia, it's been 40 years that I have told you humans for Madagascar. I have broadcasted on the internet. I have given a declaration, but no one of you listened. Even we have knocked on the door till America, but you didn't listen. We have knocked on the door in India, and until now, we have knocked on the door in Togo, but no one listened. We have knocked on the door all around the world by broadcasting on the internet, but no one cares. But no problem. For the day of YAHVAH is coming. It is close at hand, a day of darkness and gloom. This day is dark for you and will be cloudy for you, a day of cloud and blackness, like down spreading across the mountains. A large and mighty army comes, such as never was in ancient times, nor ever will be in age to come. So this is the thing. This is the dark day and a cloudy day, black night, like down spreading across the mountains. So this is a light shining across the mountain. So a large and a mighty army comes, such as never was in ancient times, nor ever will be in ages to come. Before them fire sends destruction, and after them flame is burning. The land is like the Garden of Eden before them, and after them an unpeopled waste. Truly nothing has been kept safe from them. Their form is like the form of horses, and they are running like war horses, like the sound of war carriage. They go jumping on the tops of the mountain, like the noise of a flame of fire burning up the grain stems, like a strong people lined up for the light. At their coming, the people are bent with pain. All faces become red together. They are running like strong men. They go over the wall like men of war. Every man goes straight on his way. Their lines are not broken. So, yeah, there is no stampage. No one is pushing against another. Everyone goes straight on his way, bursting through the sword point. Their order is not broken. They make a rush on the town, running on the wall. They go up into the house and in through the window like a thief. Earth is troubled before them, and the heavens are shaken. The sun and the moon have become dark, and the stars keep back their shining. And YAHVAH is thundering before his forces, for every great is his army, for he is strong who gives effect to his word. For the day of YAHVAH is great and greatly to be feared, and who has strength against it? Yeah, the armies are coming because this is about army who are sent, and they're like shining of a light. So that is how they appear, these armies, and they are no one but their chief is the one in front of you. And YAHVAH thunders at the head of his army. His forces are beyond number. And mighty is the army that obeys his command. There is already a barrack, which has been mentioned here. Yeah, we're going to get back into it for a bit. And this barrack which obey the command. The day of YAHVAH is great, it is dreadful. So on this day there is armies who fulfill it. So if I repeat it again, so that you remember it well. So what happens here? So what happens with these army? These are this belongs to YAHVAH, not humans. Like down spreading across the mountains, a large and mighty army comes, such as never was in ancient times, nor ever will be in age to come. So it's something really great that you cannot defeat. You cannot defeat, you cannot go against it. Before them fire devours. So when these armies goes, these armies of YAHVAH, burning fire goes before them, and after them there is still fire, a devouring fire. Before them there is fire, behind them there is fire. As Father YAHVAH is burning fire, so his army must be burning fire. And you cannot say that it's only in front of them which has got fire, but behind them also. Before them, the land is like the Garden of Eden. Behind them, a desert waste. Nothing escapes them. They have the appearance of horses. They gallop along like cavalry. So they are moving so fast with a noise like that of chariot. They leap over the mountain tops like a crackling fire-consuming stubble, like a mighty army down up for battle. So you see, they're gonna fight, and they know how to fight. In case you say that they don't know how to fight, the only thing is you only see their chief, but you cannot see them. But we are armies. We are barracks of armies. Yeah, so yeah, we cannot say anything unless our Father tells us to say. They charge like warriors, they scale walls like soldiers, they all march in line, not serving from their courses. They do not jostle each other, each marches straight ahead. So they do what they're commanded to do. So that's why they're army and they got barracks. It's not on earth. Like if you ask, where is your barrack? You cannot see that. And even if a sword will injure him, they cannot be injured. Yeah, this army cannot be injured. They rush upon the city, they run along the wall, they climb into the houses like thieves, they enter through the windows. So what can you do with that? Yeah, think about what we said, but we are fulfilling these words because it talks about us. Before them, the earth shakes. Yeah, when this word is being fulfilled, you must shake because that's what we are. That's why Eliah declares to all the kings around the world, gather your power if you can go against these words. If you don't know, you have to come back. Before them, the earth shakes, the heavens tremble. The sun and moon are darkened, and the stars no longer shine. YAHVAH thunders at the head of his army. His forces are beyond number. And I have told you, the one that you see now is the chief of the army in the heaven of heavens. As we are armies, there is barracks. We got barracks, and it's not on earth. It's above your head, which you cannot see with your eyes, and you cannot chase. But that is a barrack which is floating, and it's not in you here. Yeah, those who have followed our word have known that. And mighty is the army that obeys his command. The day of YAHVAH is great, it is dreadful. It is already said that those who obey his commands will be mighty, not weak. They're not weak, they are mighty. Those who obey his command. So don't joke the words because time has come to fulfill it. That is the declaration of Eliah. Eliah is making the declaration like YAHOSHUAH did because Eliah has received command, make the declaration, and Eliah is doing so for all the world. So who can endure it? Okay, we're going to get into that. So there is those who obey and fulfill it. So which passage was? Joel chapter 2. So now we're going to read Joel chapter 3, verse 3 to 4. I will show miracles in the heavens and on the earth, blood and fire and billows of smoke. So that is the consequences of it. So I will show wonders in the heavens and on the earth, blood and fire and billows of smoke. So that is something dangerous for you. So who sent this? It's the armies. And that will happen automatically in you, whether you do it by yourselves. But we are just sent to fulfill it. Send it, and it must get to you whether you like it or not. And as a result, the sun will be turned to darkness and the moon to blood. Why? Because the punishment is from above. We're going to read that after. Before the day of YAHVAH, which is before the coming of the great and dreadful day of YAHVAH. So this day of YAHVAH, which is a punishment day, it is something dangerous for you. It's not a joyful day for you. So from now on, cry. You humans, I am telling you, cry out loud. There is nothing that you can do. We have given you signs. Look what happens in Ukraine and Russia. It is from us. It is from our dad. It is the words of the prophet, previous prophet, which is being fulfilled in you. And Eliah is here to fulfill that word. Eliah is the one who fulfilled the words of the prophet. And he sent. He makes it go. He makes all the words of the prophet go. Day of the judge, day of the punishment that you can see. There is no one, no power who can go against it. If someone stands against it, there will be sea, fire, and destruction. Okay, that is the word. So this is not a joyful day, but a very disastrous day. Joel chapter 4, verse 11 to 16. I am not too fast, right? Joel chapter 3, verse 11 to 16. Come quickly, all you Gentiles from every side, and assemble there. Bring down your warriors, YAHVAH. Let the nation, let the Gentiles be roused. Let them advance in the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there I will sit to judge all the nations on every side. Swing the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, trample the grapes, for the winepress is full, and the vasts overflow, so great is their wickedness. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of YAHVAH is near in the valley of decision. So the valley of Jehoshaphat is the mountain Megiddo. Your war will end there, and it's between you human will kill one another. But we must send the fulfillment of the words. But it must be you who fulfill it. But Eliah is sent to establish, do this. Multitude, multitude in the valley of decision. For the day of YAHVAH is near in the valley of decision. So there are lots of people who will gather there. You must get there, whether you like it or not. But the small names of Yahushua have to make you stand firm. You have to stand firm. The sun and the moon will be darkened, and the stars no longer shine. YAHVAH will roar from Zion and thunder from Jerusalem. The earth and the heavens will tremble, but YAHVAH will be a refuge for his people and stronghold for the people of Israel. Yeah, the two olive trees has arrived there. So it's up to you, Israeli, if you are listening to me, if you hear me. So like Eliah, they are already working, sending all the words. So you have to think ahead. Wise people see the danger and they take shelter, but fools keep going on and they're in trouble. It's the day of YAHVAH now. YAHVAH roars from Zion and thunder from Jerusalem. The word is for all the world, because you humans are affected. Will be in the valley of Jehoshaphat. Amos chapter 5, verse 16 to 20. Amos chapter 5, verse 16 to 20. 16 to 20. Therefore, this is what YAHVAH, the Lord God Almighty says. There will be wailing in all the streets and cries of anguish in every public square. The farmers will be summoned to weep, and the mourners to wail. Yeah, so here people are calling one another to mourn, to sing a sad song, because there is no solution anymore. There will be wailing in all the vineyard, for I will pass through your midst, say YAHVAH. Woe to you who long for the day of YAHVAH. Why do you long for the day of YAHVAH? That day will be darkness, not light. Darkness, not light. It will be as though a man fled from a lion only to meet a bear. So when you flee from a lion, you will meet a bear. There is no escape. So a dangerous day waits for you. Declaration from that YAHVAH and YAHOSHUAH, which Eliah brings. Eliah, who is sent to give that words to you. As though he entered his house and rested his hand on the wall, only to have a snake bite him. So there is nothing, there is no solution for you humans, which is a day of darkness, a cloudy day for you. Will not the day of YAHVAH be darkness, not light, pitch dark without ray of brightness? Okay, that's enough. I want to say the day of YAHVAH. Yeah, the rest, there is nothing to like pleasing. You don't have any solution, you don't have any help anymore. Wise people see the danger and they take shelter, but fools keep going on and they're in trouble. As long as there is time for this call to be broadcasted. Yeah, the call is occurring. At the same time, there is also disaster. And you cannot say, postpone it. But that is it. Yahushua is coming. And the fulfillment of the words goes according to that. So, come back. If you don't come back, you have to receive the consequences. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 15. Obadiah 1:15. The day of YAHVAH is near for all Gentiles. As you have done, it will be done to you. Your deeds will return upon your own head. So the day of YAHVAH, which is a day of punishment, is equal to all of your deeds will return upon your own head. You have done bad things, face the consequences. You didn't follow the God of Abraham, YAHVAH, who hates sins, but you choose to follow Jehovah, Allah, and Buddha, and so on. You have to face the consequences. Yeah, as you have done, it will be done to you. Let's carry on the words. Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 14 to 18. 1 verse 14 to 18. Let's read. The great day of YAHVAH is near. Zephaniah chapter 1 verse 14 to 18. The great day of YAHVAH is near and coming quickly. Okay, let's carry on. Near and coming quickly. That is the day of YAHVAH. So that is the thing happening here. The cry on the day of YAHVAH is bitter. The mighty warrior shouts his battle cry. That day is a day of anger. It's a day of sorrow, a sadness. It's a day of distraction. It's a day of distraction and disaster. There is nothing which will be settled. That day will be a day of wrath, a day of distress and anguish, a day of trouble and ruin, a day of darkness and gloom, a day of cloud and blackness, a day of trumpet and battle cry against the fortified cities and against the corner towers. It will bring such distress on all people that they will grope about like those who were blind. So people will be sent like blind, because they have sinned against YAHVAH. Their blood will be poured out like dust, and their entrails like dung. You will not take anything anymore. Neither their silver nor their gold will be able to save them on the day of YAHVAH's anger. So your gold, your silver, your cars, your house, whatever you have cannot save you, but you will be laughed at. We will laugh at you. We are the representative of our dad YAHVAH. In the fire of his jealousy, the whole earth will be consumed, for he will make a sudden end of all who live on the earth. So you will be all destroyed. We are alive to fulfill that. I am the only one that you can see. That's why Elia makes this declaration, in case you were surprised, like, why there is no one who warns. But I have told you, but no one listened. But like every time, you don't know how to listen to our words. And the anger will come to you suddenly. I have told you, but you didn't want to listen. The time for vengeance has come, so face it, because that is the truth. Malachi chapter 3. Okay, yeah, as we are at home, I can eat and you also can eat. You who are from home, you can eat also. Yeah, the day of Yahweh has arrived, so we are eating. Or doesn't that work for you? Okay, you can already read Malachi chapter 3:24, but I am still eating a bit. Malachi chapter 3, right? Chapter 3, verse 24 and 23 and 24. Yes, as there is a declaration, there must be words which is being said and given. Yeah, at the same time, we are eating. Yeah, it's about declaration. So why don't we eat when there is time to eat? Or doesn't that work? Okay, let's carry on. See, I will send the prophet Elia to you. So he is a prophet then. So according to that YAHVAH, I am a prophet. Yeah, thank you very much, beloved YAHVAH. Before that great and dreadful day of YAHVAH comes. So before this day, Elia goes. So now Elia has arrived. So what will come? The day of YAHVAH. So what happens in the day of YAHVAH? It's a dreadful day. It's dangerous. That is not a pleasant day. Great and dreadful day. But when Elia arrives, he will turn the hearts of the father to his children, and the hearts of the children to their father, or else I will come and strike the land with total destruction. So the hearts of father will be turned quickly to the children, and the children's to the father, beloved YAHVAH. Has Elia done that or not? Who are the witnesses? Are you the witnesses? Okay, take a picture of these witnesses, representatives. So you were witnesses, right? Okay, let me eat a bit if you were witnesses. Okay. Or it's not okay if I eat? Yes, and you have eaten a lot. So it's my turn now. Okay. He will turn the hearts of the father to his children, and the hearts of children to their father. So yeah, it is back. Well, so glory be to beloved YAHVAH. So have you seen or not? Have you seen Elia or not? Okay, let's carry on. So it is said that the Berek exists. So when they go, they are preceded by the fire of YAHVAH, and that is also behind them. As there is a Berek, there is army or not? Okay, so let's read Joshua. Joshua. Okay, so you have seen an example of an army who came down here. Joshua chapter 5. From the verse 13 and to 15. So, verse 13 to 15. Now, when Joshua was near Jericho, he looked up and saw a man standing in front of him with a drawn sword in his hand. Joshua went up to him and asked, Are you for us or for our enemies? Because the man stands with a sword in front of Joshua. So they're with a multitude of people. So there is someone here standing on their way. So Joshua is kind of threatening. Are you for us or for our enemies? Yes, Joshua also is chosen, so he dares. Neither, he replied, but as a commander of the army of YAHVAH, I have now come. Then Joshua fell face down to the ground in reverence and asked him, what message does my Lord have for his servant? So, yeah, Joshua, respect. I have told you, I am the chief of the army in the heaven of heavens. So here is a commander. So who is that commander? So yeah, that is the question. But I'm going to give you the answer. It's not Eliah, but one of the commander sent for what? To tell these children of Israel, because they are going to go for war. At the same time, Eliah is eating. Or doesn't that work for you? Yeah, it's okay if we are eating together. Okay, you can eat, but don't make noise with the dishes because it will be heard from here, and that is not good. Okay. And the commander said, take off your sandals, for the place where you are standing is holy. And Joshua did so. Yes, because it's a presence of the one from the heaven of heavens. So around there, you cannot put something which is not good. So the sandals will be taken off for respect. So here, there is a commander of the army. So does it exist or not? In case you think that it's only you who has that, but we also have that. And Eliah has. But my armies, you cannot see them. I am the only one who shows with in human form. Yes, I am in a human form. And this one also shows with human form, because he met these these people, so he must show and appear with human form. So it's really okay to show with human form, because there are some people who say that people from the heaven of heavens cannot show with human form. Don't say foolishness. It's a commander of an army. It's an army, and he is under the authority of Eliah. These are those I told you they cannot come back anymore once they reach down here. I told that story yesterday. It's so sad because when they come down here, they cannot come back anymore. When people from the heaven of heavens come to this earth domain, your system, no one can come back anymore, but they must wait for Eliah. Eliah has arrived. Don't be sad anymore. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. Whoever wants to go to us, will you go? Okay, that's good. Okay, so here we can see that there is army. So Eliah didn't say foolishness thing. Yeah, when this ends, you can ask questions. So write your question on your diary so that you can ask question. So yeah, there will be again teaching tomorrow or the next day after tomorrow. Yeah, maybe we're going to broadcast this today because we cannot finish this teaching today as it is already 1 hour. It's been 1 hour plus. Yeah, because there is a responsible on this TV, so we must follow that. I am not the only owner of this TV. There is an responsible, so there is a organization. So we're gonna see. Joel chapter 2. So yeah, let me check. Okay, let's arrange it. We know how to organize it. Eliah knows how to organize it. Joel chapter 2 verse 11. Is that right? Joel chapter 2 verse 11. And YAHVAH thunders at the head of his army. His forces are beyond number, and mighty is the army that obey his command. The day of YAHVAH is great, It is dreadful. Who can endure it? So do the armies exist or not? So the barrack exist or not? All of these exist. So Elia tells you it's a declaration from us, from my beloved YAHVAH, from my beloved YAHOSHUAH, that has arrived in you, and all of this has arrived here on you. It is not coming, but it is already here. We have arrived to fulfill the words of our dad. Get ready. Now call all the gods who's supposed to be powerful and strong. Perform your miracles so that we can watch. And call all the power and authority so that we can watch. But our enemies, you cannot see them. However, we arrived to save those who were looking for the true God, the God of Abraham. YAHVAH is his name. And YAHOSHUAH is the last prophet that he sent, and his beloved son. And now he sends Elia because YAHOSHUAH has gone. So it's the turn of Elia to bring people back. And now you have seen me. I wish you humans to be conscious, because there is no more hope for you here. I have given you signs. Look at the wars in Ukraine and Russia. No one can fight against Russia. They just pretend to be dumb, but no one can fight against them. Yeah, the next teaching will be on this topic. Why see the danger and they take shelter, but full keep going on and they're in trouble. I'm going to stop there because there is still follow-ups. Yes, it will continue. You can ask questions.